Okay, so welcome back. In this video, we're going to go right into CSS. What is CSS? Cascading Style Sheets. Allows you to make changes to how things look directly. So remember, this is the goal of what we want to get to. This is the project. I keep showing it to you so you can see what we want to achieve at the end of this project. All right, so this is where we are right now. It still doesn't look anything like that, but we're getting there. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is let's inspect this page first. I think that's a better way of seeing how CSS works. So let's go through each page. Let's start with the body. When I click on the body, notice the body takes the whole thing. It highlights the entire thing on the screen. So let's change the color, the background color of the body. Let's see what that happens. So we're gonna say background color. So the thing with CSS is they have this pre-names. They have these names already there, so you don't have to memorize them. You can just like background color. It's common sense, I guess. Well, it's not really common sense, but if you want to put a color in the background, just start by entering background, and something will pop up. And if you want to check out the different types of styles, you can just Google them. You know, CSS, and there's so many tutorials on Google CSS. CSS tutorial W3 Schools is amazing. Use them. When I first started learning years and years ago, I used to use that as well. So, all right. So, background color. We were saying background color. We're gonna put. Okay, that didn't go well. Let's do it again. Background color. Let's make it yellow. Notice how when I touch the body and I give it a background color, it changes the background of the entire screen. Now, I want to show you the reason why I said we're using main. When you click the main tag, now I'm going to do the same thing to the main tag. I'm going to give the main tag a different background. Background color, I'm going to give it green. Notice that. So when we gave the background color of the main green, it only affects where you have content, information. This is why I said using main is extremely important. Like there are a lot of tutorials out there that do not have the main tags. It's actually bad programming. You need to use the main tag. The main tag tells the screen reader where the information is, where the content is. This is a way of creating code that is accessible to everybody. All right, enough talking. Let's continue coding. So the next thing that I want to show you is let's say I want to make this text smaller. The welcome course. This is H1, correct? That's where that is. That's the H1. Come right here. I'm going to say font size. I'm going to give it. Remember, we can say 10 pixels. See how small 10 pixels is? We can say 100 pixels. It's up to you. We can say 50 pixels. It doesn't really matter. It's your call how big you want to make it. So again, this is all playing around with things. So that was for the H1 tag. Now let's go to the buttons over here. Let's go to the buttons. It's in the footer right here. So let's click on ordered list. Let's say I want to get rid of these 2 bullet points. I don't really like them. Let's get rid of them. So I'm going to say list style. You can check what we have. We have so many of them. Look, as we change them, see what happens here. As we go through them, they change. But we don't want anything, so we just put none. None. Beautiful. So this is the power of CSS. You can change so many things. You see how this text over here is all to the corner. Let's say I want to add some space between the left and between the right. So what I would do is, this is the text right here. I would start by doing that. Let's find the text. This is the text in this div. So right here, I'm going to click it. That's something called padding. You know, padding allows you to push the text in. Let's give it a padding of 2%. You see that? Once I did 2%, it pushes, it gives a space in every corner, the top and bottom as well. And then I can do it to the bottom one as well. Give the bottom one a padding, 2%. And then, you see all of that? It's pushing things in for you. So this is the beauty of CSS. You make things look much prettier. You see that we're getting close to this. We're not there yet, but we're getting close to it. And that's our goal. So this is doing CSS on the inspect mode, live sharing. What I want to show you is how to do it on a style sheet where it will be permanent. If you refresh this, let's get rid of this. It's here for now, but if you refresh it, it's all gone. All that hard work we just did and I showed you disappears when we just want to, when we did it in the inspect mode. The point of using the inspect mode is if you want to see quick results, quick turnaround. You want to see where something went wrong and fix it real quick. That's the point of the inspect mode. So let's do all our CSS changes, everything that we just did. Well, not really everything, but some stuff. I really want to focus on the buttons for now. Let's do that in here and create a style sheet.